right, here's the start for the base for the next shed. And we'll get the base built, then get it sealed and stained. And then after that dries, then we'll build the shed on top. What are you doing?
Braces. Little 45-degree braces.
So we are making this so it's movable like we did with the last shed. So this is actually going to be the bottom. We will flip it over once we get the braces attached. All right, the corners are done. Now we're doing a block in between on each run. Then it'll be ready to flip. Okay. All of the supports are there, and if you missed our first video, the reason why we did this is because we like to make these bases movable. Yes, the shed will be attached to it, but we would like to be able to move it around when needed, so this way we can get the forks underneath it and move this sucker around the property. We're gonna flip it over now. Okay, just flipped it over. Now, that can start building the top to it.
No.
No?
Supports, Joyce.
Oh, that's right, those metal brackets. See, those things. I would have done it wrong. Then we'll do the flooring. Then I seal and stain. So Mark is cutting 5 pieces of the redwood at 89 inches. We have these little tick marks. You can't tell. They're pencils, so you can hardly see them, but every 16 inches, because for some reason in building, you do everything 16-inch on center. Yep. That is what is happening next. All right, we have our 5 pieces cut to length. I have my brackets. Now I need to attach them. So before we put those anchors on, we hold these cross beams. I don't know what the technical term is. We just put them in a little bit with a screw to hold it up there at an angle so that we can attach them. Once those brackets are attached, then we will screw those screws all the way in.
This box?
All right.
Oh.
Those 16-inch on center support beams are attached to the brackets. Now we can build it.
Now we can put the floor.
Now we can put that. So now we can build the top of it. Once that's all attached, then I stain and seal it, and hopefully it dries quickly. Last time it was like 4 or 5 days. It was ridiculous because it's cold right now. So hopefully it goes quicker because we want to get the shed built and out of here. Okay, we got the first board down. Now we're doing the second board. And we put these little metal spacers, just a piece of metal that Mark has from his welding stuff. We use that as a spacer. As soon as the board gets screwed in, 1 screw each side, then we just kick it out of there. We're about halfway. Ran out of screws. Mark should have extras. He's got a whole tool box area of stuff. Oh, my finger, sorry. Did you have enough?
Why not? Let's go somewhere else.
Okay, we'll figure it out. All right. The base is built. Now I need to stain and seal it. All right, it's time to lift this thing up so I can get a tarp underneath it and get it sealed and stained. All right, tarp is out. The base is coming back in. So I'll do the stain and the seal, or seal and stain, however you want to say it. And get some heaters and fans going on it because the last one took forever because it was so cold. All right, it is time for me to start staining and sealing this deck base for our second shed that we're going to be building. All right, I'm staining this deck still. Mark just dropped off with the forks on my tractor the next shed for us to build. Hopefully this thing dries quick so we can get it done. All right, I have it stained and sealed. We've got heaters going and fans going, so let's hope this thing dries by tomorrow so we can get the shed built. Okay, that thing's dry as it's gonna get. We are getting ready to assemble the next shed. I wanna have it done. I have things that I need to get moved into it. Is that your dance floor? You're pretty cute. You're pretty cute. That's Tess. She's a cutie patootie. She can do what she wants. Still not as dry as we would like. They really want to get going on this shed. Tess stepped on it yesterday when it was wet, so there's a little footprint now, but whatever. It keeps sliding on this tarp, so. All right, get my foot out of there now. Yay, my little baby tractor did it. All right, so the frame for the shed is all put together. It's not anchored down yet. We're gonna do that next. We just squared it. So it's perfectly squared the way we want it on here with the little porch in the front. Now it's gonna get anchored down to the wood. All right, we have all the panels separated and all the end caps and tops, and it's kind of all over the place. Shop is a scattered mess of stuff. There's the windows, framing, and back to this. So all of these have this plastic that we have to peel off, and it's like shrink wrapped on there really good. I have to stand in front of the fire and soften it up. You jinxed us.
I did. Oh,
First ones went too easy, and now these ones are like
little pieces.
It's like glue on your hand when you're a kid and you're trying to peel it off. It's pretty bad. The longest part of the build.
We don't need another shed.
It's peeling this stuff.
Let's get the
We're all like,
and bury it.
we're all like excited and we're amped. We're like, yeah, we're gonna build another shed tonight. And then this is this buzzkill right here. Horrible. 2.5 hours later? Not really.
Sure seems like it.
Probably 20 minutes. What a waste. These Chinese people are good at shrink wrapping this.
All right, honey, get screwing.
Okay.
All right, I'm putting the post in the front. Cindy has to get the screw and find the little hole. Don't you love that spinning? One more on the other side. See if she can do this one without spinning. No spinning, no spinning. Oh God, stop, it hurts. Oh, save me.
All right. 4 corners are up. What were you looking for?
Knee pads
Knee pads?
for my wife.
Guess you want to know what we're having for dinner tonight. Except for me, I have an iced coffee in my little cup here. It's Black Rifle, which is the best coffee, not that sissy Starbucks pansy crap. Black Rifle. Cranking along on it. Fueling ourselves with caffeine and Doritos. We got to the next part, and what? What do you have here?
Wrap with Satan's wrap.
Yay! Satan's wrap. We are back at it. Mark's putting the windows in. Getting closer to having this baby completed. All right. Now it's time to put up the sides. Okay, we have the sides done. We need to do doors, roof, top trim, but before top trim, we're gonna do the corner pieces. That's where we screwed up on the last one. We never got the corner pieces, but we'll get it right on this one. Lots of pieces left. You guys wanna see what we're having for lunch? Right there. Which one is Cindy's? That one, always. I don't drink sodas, but I do drink caffeine and coffee and Black Rifles. The roof is on. We may be using some silicone. We may have had to drill holes that things didn't line up. You'll never know. What are you doing?
Absolutely nothing. I'm not putting silicone.
We're not doing nothing. Everything lined up perfectly. All the pre-drilled holes were perfect. We are not filling in holes that we were supposed to use because we created new holes.
Yeah.
Nope, we're not doing that. This thing. Back to this thing. We will finish it. With like 30 minutes left. Are we done?
Yeah.
All right. Our second shed. China and all the little screwy pieces. We conquered it. We won. Built it on a deck. So it's movable. Mark can get the forks for the skid steer, or today, in this case, the tractor, because skid steer is still in the shop. Gonna move this outside next to the other one. The other one we built, I have all of our animal feed and some supplies in, brushes and whatnot too. And then this is gonna be totes of my holiday decor. So this one goes outside. Okay, Mark is putting the fork extensions on my tractor so that we can move that shed over next to the shed. It's like deja vu. It's like we did this a week ago. Now let's hope that we space this right. We didn't measure with a measuring tape. We measured with our feet. Heel toe, heel toe. Hopefully we did good. So the forks are obviously long. We don't want to puncture the side of our shop. That's the laundry room right there. That's my dryer vent. So he has to recenter himself. I think he's just gonna put, yep, he's just gonna push it. All right. I needed two hands to give him distance. All right, there we are. We've waited our little clean out and the vent is clear. Decks look pretty even. Now I have my 2 storage containers and he still has space to monkey around with his implements wherever he needs to. So we've got a lot of implements. We probably have 25 of them. These 3 are over here specifically through the winter because we need easy access to these 3. These are the 3 we use the most. He's got one more, which is the snowplow blade, but that is right over there where the excavator is normally kept. That stays on the excavator and that stays in the shop. Through winter, all the other implements are off on the side of the hill over there. Once we get through some of this building stuff and the house is completed, that will be one of our projects, is creating a space. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it a 2-tiered system or how we're gonna be able to make it work, but a space where we have the implements all stored and stacked away nicely.